In this video, we're going to explore 6 unique and obscure art styles to take your Midjourney creativity to the next level. It's going to give you a fresh perspective and help you stand out from the crowd. Time to go explore some art. All right, real quick, I just wanted to tell you guys that I use very simple prompts for this. It's an octopus in the style of whatever prompt I'm using, or a woman in the style of. It's literally 7-word prompts, all in version 4C, just so you know. Keeping it simple so we get the most raw representation of these art styles. All right, this one is really exciting. I really love this one. This is abstract impressionism. This style is characterized by the use of abstract forms and impulsive brush strokes. Abstract impressionist artists often use color to evoke, they use color as a central element to evoke emotion and a response by the viewer. I mean, look at number 4. That is right out of the gate, first try, abstract impressionist version of an octopus. That is amazing. I love that. Let's see, what woman, like beautiful, bold strokes, bold color, but you can still tell, you get a really good feel for the subject. So abstract impressionism does great with the body and with the form. Look at the motorcycle, like this one at the bottom, just beautiful with number 3 with the bold brush strokes, bold colors, but a great silhouette of the motorcycle. It's awesome. And this is where it fell apart. Abstract impressionism with the forest. It just, not a lot of detail. I get it. It is what it is. It didn't do well with this. And maybe the prompting probably needs a lot of encouragement to get what I want. That's something more similar to the detail of our octopus here. But abstract impressionism, that is a banger. I might use that a lot. I might. All right, naive art. Okay, this style is characterized by its childlike innocence and lack of formal training. Naive artists often create works that are playful, spontaneous, and are deeply personal perspective on the world. So let's check this out. It's beautiful stuff. Look at this octopus, number 4. He reminds me of that one from the Pixar movie when it would ink. He looks a little embarrassed there. So naive art. There's the octopuses. Here's the women. Very 2D. Very proportions are correct, which make it interesting. Personal view of the world floating down the river with birdfish. I don't know, 2-headed birdfish. Love it. It's great. It gives, mixes things up. And, imagine this with a much more complex prompt that you could really pull some work from. And our motorcycle, 2D, and yeah, this is kind of interesting. Like it's almost pulling the background with the motorcycle. I like that. I like it a lot. This stuff, it's beautiful and it's happy in a way. There's an optimism to it. Here's our forest scene, and this reminds me of the early Disney concept stuff. Looks a lot like this naive art. Yeah, punch that into Midjourney. Let's see what it gets. It's pretty cool. All right, art Brut. This is one of my favorites. This style originated in France, and it refers to an art style that the artists were non-professional, and they didn't have a lot of contact with the mainstream art culture. Art Brut often has a unique perspective and uses unconventional materials in their work. Let's check it out. All right, so here is our octopuses. Look at that. I love this number 4. it's such a unique look. It's mosaic, but I mean, it's kind of mosaic-y, tile-y, but not as hard. Like, it's just put together with a little bit more fluidity. I love that. So that's our octopus. And here's our woman. I mean, that's cool. That is wild. You know, almost a rudimentary type art with that. I really like that. Here's our motorcycle. Now these are quite ornate. Like, you know, I guess the octopuses were ornate, but this hey, this is gonna blind the driver here. I think this looks really, really cool, and what a variety of color palettes too that Midjourney's spitting out. And then our forest scene, you know, this kind of goes back to, we can go back to our woman. Like, they're definitely in the same style. It's ornate. It's two-dimensional in some cases. I mean, some of these are a little bit more three-dimensional. This bottom number 3, but I really like number 4, and this girl in number 2. I don't know why I think she's a girl. Maybe it's the jawline, but what just really cool. Art Brut, you know, punch that into Midjourney, mess around with it. Pop Surrealism. This is a style of underground art. It draws its inspiration from pop culture, comics, and commercial art. Pop surrealist artists often use a mixture of highbrow and lowbrow techniques to create works that are both thought-provoking and visually striking. So let's check these out. You know, they are definitely vibrant. These are our octopuses. Cute. You know, I'm definitely feeling like a 3D render here, which would be, you know, pop culture influenced. And let's see. And here's our woman, and, you know, wow, it looks like this bottom one looks like she's got COVID in her hair. But we got raspberries, and it's definitely interesting style. I mean, you're getting stuff that you're not going to see elsewhere. The motorcycle definitely takes on a comic book aesthetic, in a way, a comic-y, cartoony type thing. You know, beautiful stuff. Very cool. Of course, the AI is, I don't know what it's doing with the hands again. But, and then the woodland, you know, that takes on almost a folky, you know, some of these have a folk aesthetic to it. But beautiful. Like, look at this. This is, you know, definitely says something about, you know, environmentalism and stuff. I would bet on that. But yeah, this is pop surrealism. All right, so contemporary folk art. Okay, so this is a modern take on traditional folk art, and it incorporates pop culture elements, modern techniques, mixed in with traditional forms of painting, sculpture, and textiles. So yeah, it's definitely old world meeting new world, and boom. So when we throw it into Midjourney, into AI, you know, here's our octopus. Like, that's wild. It's beautiful, just beautiful stuff. And I always have the wrong window selected. So another, like, my gosh, you know, it's good to just have these in your back pocket. You don't know when a client's going to ask for something that's, you know, down this road, and you need to have a really unique, obscure style. Here's the motorcycle. Very, very ornate, but 2D, and then, you know, your vertical scale is tweaked. I mean, that's beautiful. Really is, you know, just so intricate. Now our forest, it looks like this really went with the 2D layering, you know, or flat lay design process, and beautiful, ornate. You know, you imagine making that by hand and, you know, layering. Beautiful stuff, and Midjourney does wonderfully with it. All right, this next style is one that I think right up AI's alley. It's new media art, and this style involves creating works of art that incorporate technology and the relationship between technology and art, such as digital media, and, you know, it tries to do it in innovative ways. New media artists often explore the relationship between art, technology, society, and the boundaries of what's possible with digital tools. I mean, kind of, hey, we're all in this. This is AI art. That kind of describes it. So, but this is Midjourney's interpretation of it, and you know, check out our octopuses. This stuff is cool. Looks like, I mean, I don't even know what this is saying. Like, we got our octopus, you know, sitting in a Game Boy under the ocean. That's pretty cool. Here's our women. You know, they've got technology all wound up in their hair. That's really interesting, and it's you know, gradually, you know, transcending into their fashion. This one is really interesting. What it's coming up with is, you know, the girl's on her cell phone, but it looks like we got books and more analog type documents in her hair, which contrasts with the cell phone technology. Really interesting concepts that, you know, this is all on Midjourney pulling this stuff out. Here's our motorcycle. You know, it's, I can't really see what the correlation between technology and art is in this, but you know, definitely some eye-catching work there. It's always interesting how, you know, the style is influenced by the subject, and the subject of the style, like it's not equal depending on what you pick, and when you start thinking about Midjourney, it's, you know, you may get a very distinct style when you do an image of a girl in this style, and you'll get a very distinct, like, yes, that says it. And then you say, okay, do a motorcycle, and it's a little bit more vague with the style and more with the motorcycle. Like, it's this weight between subject and style. I love these. The woodland, you know, beautiful. Number 3, just shocking. I love it. And number 2, very interesting too, like this symmetry. 4 gives 2 pictures split down the middle, you know, cool tones on the right, warm tones on the left, shot during blue hour. And then, of course, number 1's beautiful too. They're all great. But yeah, this is new media art. You know, try that in your prompt. Put that in your prompt and smoke it. So our last style is one that, you know, I wanted to throw something in there that was just off the top of my head, and you know, kind of an art style of my own. While I know this is considered a way, an art form in a way, I was coming at it a different perspective. Like, hey, if you just kind of take a concept and reapply it as an art form or art movement in Midjourney, what are we going to get? My art style that I came up with was sushi. So when I put in, give me an octopus in the style of sushi, you know, you can eat octopus for sushi, but this was, you know, create a element out of sushi, so it's a little bit different. And you know, there's some fun stuff here. I like this guy. He looks like he's hiding in a cave, but he's about to get chomped on. This guy, yeah, beautiful stuff. So I was having fun here. This is kind of an added bonus. Here's a woman in the style of sushi. Wow, you know, she's basically just wearing sushi. You know, this is all to kind of just see, like, how does Midjourney interpret the concept of in the style of? Not just what the style is, but how does it interpret in the style of? And here's a motorcycle as sushi. I mean, there's some cool stuff happening here. I don't know what I would ever use this for, but it's wild. And, you know, sometimes you just got to make something so obscure that people stop and like, what the heck? Here's a forest in the style of sushi. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. I mean, hey, I don't know if I would want to live in a salmon house. I think that would become smelly, but hey, it's kind of cool. It's kind of mixing in also an isometric feel to it, isometric art with the sushi. It's cute, it's fun. Why not? All right, those are 7 obscure styles you should start trying in Midjourney. You know, do your own research, find other styles, like look for obscure styles and punch it into Midjourney. And you know, the whole point of this is to find something creative. I hope you guys enjoyed exploring these 6 obscure art styles. You know, creating art's all about expressing yourself and having fun. So get out there and push the boundaries. That's what it's all about. That's what we're doing with Midjourney. That's what we're doing with AI. Anyway, if you guys could do me a favor, like and subscribe, comment on this video. It would be great. Trying to get some momentum. Anyway, until next week.